There is definitely some interesting branding changes happening within Marvel, specifically Marvel Studios now folding most of the TV properties into the Marvel Studios brand. Not all of them, but the ones people care about are falling into this category. So let's talk about what this means, if anything. Hopes are high. Disney has a pretty big investment into mobile gaming. Their Star Wars and Marvel games make a ton of money on iPhone, on Android, and all that. So it's no surprise that these get a huge amount of support and constant updates. The latest update, aka version 7.0.0 for Marvel's Future Fight, is an interesting one because with it brings some brand new changes to the characters, labeling, and everything. Now this is one of the games I've played a little bit, maybe a handful of hours, like 5 to 6 hours. I just can't commit to playing on my phone, it just does nothing for me, but I have played it to know what it is, and I do know people that actively play it. Well, there's been plenty of characters in here that are part of the Marvel Studios and Marvel TV, Marvel Entertainment brands, and they're branded as such. For example, when it came to the Marvel Netflix characters and Marvel ABC characters, they would be listed as something like Marvel's Daredevil, Marvel's Iron Fist, Marvel's Luke Cage, for example. But this brand new update has made a pretty substantial change to the branding. So for example, if you look at Iron Man here, it says Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame. There's Iron Man. Now there's Marvel Studios Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that quite clearly is Quake, and then Marvel Studios Luke Cage. Again, this was not the branding before this update, because before, again, it was Marvel's Luke Cage, not Marvel Studios branding. And also worth noting is that all these changes are made months after all the licenses have reverted back to Disney Marvel Studios. So now the branding here brings up a lot of questions, and what does this mean? Well, it could mean multiple things or it could mean nothing. I think the most likely scenario here is licensing for ripoffs. And you guys have probably seen this plenty of times. Mobile games that look like they're very much pulling off, things, let's put it that way, and ripping off things from very popular, established IPs. Like there's some zombie game that I've seen people play, and quite clearly in there is like Joker and Harley Quinn and Crossbones. So you want to stop that, so you want to brand it. Now, why did they decide to change the branding from Marvel's Daredevil to Marvel Studios? Who knows? With all the rumors that they are working to reintroduce these characters and that they are once again doing something different with them and using them in different directions, and that they are developing new things that these characters are going to be involved with, maybe this is just prepping everything. And remember, there's also those old licenses that expire on Netflix, which we've seen can result in shows being taken off or put on different networks as well. So who knows if maybe that's going to happen somewhere down the road, what some of these contracts expire on the 10-year anniversary or something of when the contracts were signed with Netflix. Again, we just don't know, but this could be them very well prepping for that type of branding, because once these characters come back into the fold, there they are, right? So they're already branded and you subliminally see the changes, but you're not really aware of them unless you pay attention.